What's up, everybody? It's Khama Outdoors, and today I'm out in the forest, and I decided to do a quick little video to show you how you can start a fire with limited resources. And you can start a fire just with one stick, and I'm going to show you in a few seconds how to start a fire using one stick or one log. And this way you can use minimal resources to maintain, whatever needs you need for any type of situation. And also, this method can be used in conjunction with starting fire in wet conditions or in rain. So, looking forward to going ahead doing that and getting started. I'm going to show you how to start a fire with one stick. Alright, I got a piece of wood that's already broken that I found already. So I'm going to take this piece of wood and process it down to start a fire. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and saw these sections off right here, and this is pretty much my one stick. So I'm just going to saw it up a little bit and start processing. Alright, only tools I'm going to use: my Swiss Army knife and my Moore knife with my ferro rod. Those are the only tools I'm using. So I go ahead and saw some sections off. Alright, using my Swiss Army knife, I already sawed it up into sections. So now I'm going to go into showing you how to use these sections to process it down to start a fire. Alright, so now that I have these sections, I'm going to take pretty much the straightest section I have, and I'm going to process that one down while I utilize the others to help maintain and perform the fire with. And I'm going to use one as a baton to baton the wood with. And the process of batoning is splitting the wood in half without using an axe or a hatchet or something of that nature. Pretty much is done with a knife that is fairly a fixed blade knife, which is the same or longer in diameter than the piece of wood you're processing. Alright, for this process, I'm going to go ahead and use my bandana. In this process, you want to save as much of the wood as possible, because every piece that you use is going to be used to start your fire with. So first things first, I want to find a section that I want to use to baton. I'm going to place my knife across the diameter of it. I'm going to take my piece of wood that I'm using to baton it with, go ahead and hitting it, start hitting it, and start processing it down. Alright, you can see the wood is split. Now, if we were in wet conditions, this wood will be dry on the inside. So that's the purpose of batoning wood in wet conditions, to get to the dry sections of the wood. So I'm gonna take this, process it down into another quarter. Alright, so now the wood is split in quarters, but we can go even smaller, and that's what we'll need to effectively start a fire. Alright, for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and process this wood down even further. Maybe utilize this other piece, and I'll get back with you when I get done with it. Alright, so now I'm going to make what's called feather sticks or curls, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to go ahead and take this wood, the chips, set them off to the side. Alright, utilizing the dust from the wood that's already there. Remember, I'm using everything. Alright, now I'm going to make feather sticks or curls. It's pretty much just making little small curls. They're going to be used to ignite the spark that I'm going to use from the ferro rod. So now I'm just making little curls. I'm going to need quite a bit of these. And always remember, when you're starting a fire and you process the wood down when batoning, this wood is always dry on the inside. Alright, so as you can see, these curls, that's what's going to maintain the flame to catch the other wood on fire. I think that's enough curls for now. I'll go ahead and consolidate these. Alright, as you can see, that's a pretty good pile of dust and curls. Ooh, man. Alright, as you can see, that's a pretty good size dust and curls. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for right now. Put it off to the side. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and clean the area off so I can start my fire lay. Alright, when you're doing your fire lay, there's no right or wrong way. The only thing that matters is if you start a fire and it's effective and self-sustaining for whatever needs you need it for. Alright, so remember this piece of wood, I'm going to go ahead and place that piece of wood right there. Also utilize the halves that I split. I'm going to go ahead and take the little pieces that I cut up and place these in between. Alright, so now we'll find a leaf or something that acts as a ground support for the leaves, for the curls. Go ahead and place those in there. Alright, when starting the fire, there are always no guarantees, but you can also increase your chances. And I always tell people there's no cheating when it comes to survival. So as you can see, I process the wood, use minimal resources, and I develop tools to start a fire. So right now, I always keep fire starters in my wallet. And my go-to fire starter is always duct tape and cotton ball. Expose the fibers and go ahead and get some of these curls. All right. So as you can see, I started the fire using minimal resources, one stick. Like I said, when it comes to survival, there's no cheating in survival. So go ahead and use whatever tools you have. And the best tool you can have in survival is your own knowledge. And as you can see, I started a fire with just minimal equipment. So now I can just take debris, build up my fire, make it a sustainable fire. I can cook, take little small twigs, add to it. To help maintain it. Alright everybody, as you can see, I started the fire using one stick. But the one thing I want you to take away with this video is there's nothing perfect about survival conditions. I never want you to trade a piece of equipment for the knowledge you need to have to survive. Knowledge trumps everything. So what I'm saying is invest in knowledge and go out and learn these skills that you need to maintain the fire and find water and stuff like that. And in the long run, you'll find out that the knowledge go further than you would expect. So get out there, do the dirt time, stuff like that. You know, get out, start fires, get out, practice your skills. And yet again, knowledge is everything. The fire went out, but do you have the knowledge to get that fire going again? Or use the resources around you? So, yet again, there's no cheating when it comes to survival. And get outside, get outdoors, start surviving.